there were little rods that people
Use.
do that. It's like a tuning fork, and you ding it, and it gives you a vibrating sensation.
You've changed, Josh. You've changed.
Not me.
It's time for either or.
Wait, do you take it and then you just go like this?
Ding. Yeah.
Fail to find the humor.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's do it right now.
What?
Let's use this
Go
scenario.
ahead.
Let's do it right
Have
now.
a
portable system. Battery consumption is definitely
It's not
something
a
you have to
portable
address.
system.
It
It's
is a portable
it's
system.
It's a console hybrid, okay?
It's portable.
A portable system is a PSP. You're meant to take it with you when you need to take a shit. That's about it.
No, that's not about it. People
Where else you gonna
travel
go with it?
on the airplane.
Oh, and how long's a fucking airplane ride? Do they got an outlet
well,
on
I
an
don't know.
airplane?
You're going to Indiana to LA. How long is it, Josh and Alex?
6
4
hours.
hours.
4 to 6 hours.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Look at that Switch battery lasting almost 6 hours.
Oh,
What do
if
you
it's
know?
charged when you go.
Well, who's going to leave with it half dead?
Well, I don't know. Somebody who
Irresponsible
forgets to
people.
charge it.
Well, then don't fucking forget. I don't like the big, thick ones like that
The
because they...
reason for this is so I can carry everything with it. Right there, it holds my Joy-Con covers, and it holds my games inside of these slots here.
Where's your charger go?
You don't need a charger; it's portable.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Put your
Oh shoot!
Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine.
Ridiculous.
You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 173.
If you were given the opportunity for any cyborg enhancement, what would it be? There's a lady who got her Tesla Model 3 RFID chip key card embedded into her arm,
Meaning
so she can unlock and run her car without anything. She can just walk up with her arm.
I bet she's gonna get cancer from that.
Do you think so? Do you think that's a thing that people get?
It's a foreign thing that you put into your body. Your body
Right.
knows it's not supposed to be there. Something's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
It might, yeah.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I think I'd like to have,
Something with my vision, maybe, so I
Gonna
don't
say, I
have to
was
wear
like-
glasses.
Yeah, I'd
Or
probably
contacts.
say.
yeah, or hearing for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely like to have like some good hearing. That'd be cool.
I'd like to be able to turn my hearing on and off.
Yeah, that's. I have that
Honestly,
ability.
That would be. Yeah, you have that
I
ability.
do have that ability. I do have that ability.
I think I would like to do that.
It's nice. It's
Have
nice.
cyborg ears.
I will tell Alex when we're going to bed. I'm putting my ear down, like.
It also seems like a threat sometimes.
Putting
It's
my
just
ear
like,
down.
Hey, I'm putting my ear down. You can shut up. That's what it sounds like.
Yep. So we are live on YouTube right now. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you have any comments during the show, feel free to put them in the comments section. Chat with us. We'll be giving you guys shout outs as we go. So, yeah.
Why don't we talk about the precast real quick?
Oh, yeah. It's done.
It's
Sure
not
is.
done.
Dun, dun, dun.
You guys can converse. I can drink.
Well,
in
Brett,
my-
it was your freaking idea. Why
It
don't you
was.
talk about it?
Yeah, it
So we've spent a lot of time. Josh spends a lot of time every Wednesday setting up equipment
Being
and
that
then
it's Monday.
taking it down and setting it up because we did the precast on Facebook only because we've always ever just done it on Facebook. We never even thought to bring it over. So I thought, why don't we just do it all on YouTube? Plus, you're asking people to tune in at one spot and then go to another spot to watch the full show. So I'm
Exactly.
like, well, maybe we might have a chance of keeping more viewers if we just start on one platform
Right.
Yes.
and,
Right.
and stay
And
there.
we went, that's an aha moment.
That's a really good.
That's a really good idea.
And then I thought,
Hmm.
So today was our last precast, and thank you everyone for joining us. I
Yes, we had
think,
a good turnout.
yeah, it's like right when we were starting to close up, it's like everyone wanted to get their comments in. It's like this isn't the last time you guys can talk to us.
We
Yeah.
like the comments.
We
just
really do.
put them on a different platform.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and we wanted to make it easy for those people who aren't gonna go from one to the other. Just stay at one, And the pre-show will be at 6:15. That's what we're gonna have from now on YouTube, and it's gonna be exclusively on there. It's not gonna be on any other platform. And then our audio podcast will come right after that.
Yeah,
So-
so if you're not on Facebook, you're not on Twitter, you're not on Instagram, well, everybody has YouTube. Just go to
YouTube, yeah.
YouTube. You don't need to have an account. Just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to
good
find
point.
us.
Mhm.
Good point.
So that way everybody from every platform can come in. They can say hi. You'll see how it works next Monday at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, how we're going to do it. But it's still going to be a precast. It's going to be kind of lumped into the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will see. It'll be fun.
Yeah. So let's move into some stuff here, guys. I think, Alex, you wanted to talk about your good deed before we move into the movie club, right?
Yeah, I do. While I'm doing it, because I already told
Do you want me to
I
run-
really do.
Where's it at?
It's by the microwave. You'll see it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So I did a good deed today, and I completely forgot to bring up what I got out of this good deed upstairs. So anyways, what I did today is, Brett, I don't know if you noticed last week, but there was a package sitting on my doorstep.
It's
Okay.
been there for 3 weeks.
No, it's been there for like a week and a half.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right.
It's only been there for a week and a half. I have a picture of my phone because I took a picture of the tracking number so I could call FedEx.
Yeah.
So anyways, so what actually ended up happening was I showed up. Actually, no, it's been 2 weeks because it showed up 2 weeks ago, podcast day. It's
Okay.
been 2 weeks.
So this. Okay. Go ahead.
And anyways, so I showed up for podcast day last week, and there's a package, and it's from Chewy.com, which is for pets. Like, you get things from Chewy, and I was like, I didn't order anything from Chewy, and it was a pretty decent sized
Yeah,
box.
it was big.
And Josh said, I didn't order anything from Chewy. And sure enough, I leave it on my porch, and sure enough, like on the label, they gave it to the wrong place.
It wasn't even close.
No,
No.
it was like 2 miles away.
Right?
They had my number doesn't match, like my address, like the number sequence, nothing matches. So I don't know what the heck that person was on, but they just like threw a box on my doorstep that wasn't even mine. So I called FedEx right away and said, hey, you guys delivered this package to the wrong place. And then it was just, some telemarketer guy like on the phone. He's like, okay, what's your address, blah, blah. We'll send somebody in a couple days to pick it up. Just leave it on your doorstep. Don't touch it. Say, okay, cool. Okay, well, now it's gone through the weekend. I called them again the next week on Monday, podcast day in. Oh, I'm really sorry that got forgotten about. We'll get somebody out this week to get it taken care of. It's Monday again. And I said, you know what? Screw it. It's gone through the rain. The packing label is off of it. Like, I wasn't going to put it in my house. I don't know what's in there. And I didn't want to take it to our apartment office because who knows what they do with it. So
You
I
delivered it.
I Googled the person's address, and it was 2 miles down the road. And I was like, I'm just going to go deliver it. So I did a nice thing. I'm in the medical field, so I'm still in my scrubs. And so I'm like, I at least look like a decent person. Hopefully someone's like, I just assume that if you see someone in scrubs, you're thinking like, you're somewhat safe. Like, at least I'll keep my clothes on.
You could just drop it off though. You
Well,
don't
I
have to-
didn't want to like go up and what if they were home and they just see some random person drop, because the packing label wasn't on it anymore.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
like, I don't want to just drop some random box off.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I pulled up. It's a nice neighborhood. It's a house, and I was like, okay, so it's daylight. There's people around. So I knocked on the door. Nobody answered, but there's a car in the driveway. But they have a ring. What's it
Yes.
called?
Yes.
It's called a
the-
ring. That's called ring.
It's called a
the-
ring.
Yeah.
The doorbell with a camera.
Yes. Yeah, they have one of those. That's the first time I ever used one. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
It rings from on the outside too.
What? Like it gives
Like
you the sound?
yeah, it rings on the outside to show that yes, you've rang the doorbell, and it glows blue, and then the camera lights up. Like,
That's
hey,
really
I'm looking
cool.
at you.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and a couple minutes went by. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just leave it here. So I kind of put the package kind of where the camera is. And all of a sudden the door opened. And it was a girl probably about just a little bit older than us. And she was like, oh my God, is that my package? And I was like, yeah, I hope so. And I was like, and I showed her the image of the packing label on my phone. I'm like, sorry, it's been sitting on my front porch for a couple weeks. And she's like, well, you know what? You're a little late. They've already replaced everything. Do you have any pets? And I was like, well, yeah, I've got a dog and a couple cats. And she's like, oh, you've got cats. Do you want something inside of this? I'm so happy. You know how much trouble I went through trying to figure out where this package was? Just got so much stuff in it I needed for my cat.
I was going to say, I'm sure they've already replaced
Yes,
it.
they did
They did.
replace it. She
Yep.
said she even went through like calling FedEx. They said that like they were the middle person, but FedEx didn't do jack shit.
Mhm.
Like they were just like, yeah, it'll be on your door. Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, we're figuring it out.
Probably
Right.
happens a million times a day.
So
Yep.
she went through Chewy, and they just sent her the package again.
Yeah.
And it delivered. So I was like, no, here you go. And she opened. She's like, do you want something? I'm like, well, what's in it? She's like, well, you would have had a really good deal. And then like opened it up, and there was just like tons of like food and toys, and like it looked like a cat starter box, pretty
Yeah, but
much.
who goes through other people's packages
Well,
like that?
I was
that
just trying
are,
to say.
I can't say like who. There's people that do that.
Yeah, porch pirates.
Porch pirates. Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, so I was the opposite of a porch pirate. I gave the box back.
Robin Hood.
I was Robin
Robin
Hood. Well, Robin Hood steals from the rich and gives to the poor. I didn't really steal. I just gave her what was hers.
Yeah.
Said she has double of what she needed. But there's like meds and stuff in there too, so that her animals needed.
Really?
Yeah,
From
like
Chewy?
I guess I don't know what all you could buy
That's
on
odd.
Chewy.
That's odd.
So anyways, and we were getting to talking, like we talked for like 10 minutes.
Really?
And she was like, you can go through this box and take whatever you want. I've already got everything. And I was like, okay. So she gave me like, where's it at? Can you give me the thing that I had you bring up? I didn't even look at what it said. They were just little. So I
well,
was
this
like,
is the actual. This is one of the objects.
so this is one of the objects. It's just a ball, and it's full of like what they call organic or real catnip is what they advertise. And it has like 3 little balls on there. And I was like, well, we have a kitten. She'd like that, and that's all I took. And then she gave me some kind of medication or whatever. But it was just like a medicated
It's a little
wipe.
hacky sack, is what it looks
It
like.
looks like a little hacky sack. So, but I didn't actually read this until I got home. So it's called Yow, My Cat's Balls. And look at the cat. Okay, and then just the advertisement on this is all balls are 100% filled with Yow organically grown catnip, and on the back it says if your cat toys don't say yow, what makes you think your cat will? Dangle these balls in front of your kitty. Watch as a kitty bats its own balls around the house. This is a perfectly natural and should be encouraged.
Clever marketing.
It is very clever. Let me see that.
I was like, what are these things anyway? And I looked at it and I actually read it and said, my cat's balls.
Well, I mean, they do advertise catnip toys that actually work, and it works.
Oh, it works, by
It
the
works
way.
for our kitten.
Hashtag no advertisement, but this stuff,
Yeah, this is what it's-
I gave it to my older cat and I gave one to my kitten and they went nuts for it. And I
trying to
have
see it.
regular catnip downstairs that I sprinkle everywhere, and that's like a quarter, not even like a 16th of the energy versus I gave them one hacky sack of this stuff and they were going nuts and I had to take them away.
I saw that.
Is there
Saw
a
that.
dog equivalent of catnip?
Yeah, it's called a human.
It's called a human or a ball.
I can get Layla excited right now.
No, I don't think so.
No, if you get a dog's heart rate up, I mean, they can stay hyper for a while. They can.
So, but
there-
out of the good deed, like she's like, thank you so much. I really I just thank you.
I wouldn't open my door.
Really?
Nah.
Brett, you are paranoid.
I know. I'm with
Cautious.
him. I don't usually open my door
Those
for
go
somebody
hand
I
in
don't
hand.
know.
That lady had a ring. What do you think the point of a ring is?
To understand who's at the door.
Exactly.
There
I
wasn't
don't
a
have
speaker.
a ring.
She didn't say who is it. She opened the door and she
sure
did
as
stay
shit
inside.
looked though.
Yeah,
Right.
she did.
And you
then
think she
stayed
didn't
inside.
see the package? That's why she opened the door.
Yeah, because it took a few minutes for her to open the door.
Okay, wow.
Don't call me paranoid.
I am calling you paranoid.
I'm paranoid. I won't open the doors for a stranger.
I open doors.
Even if it's somebody there delivering a package that I have to sign
Isn't
for.
that what got you stuck a while ago? Because you opened the door and somebody knocked?
Huh?
That was the guy who we were supposed to get a magazine subscription. Remember that from the Boys and Girls Club or something, and we did a donation.
Yeah.
That was like right.
It was.
when
We just
moved
gave
here.
him like $10 to get away.
Yeah, we did. He
How
kept
about
our-
I give you money to never come here again?
Like that was pretty much what it was. And we didn't answer our door. We were trying to leave.
right?
We were trying to
Oh,
get into the
yeah.
car, and he walked up to us. He's like, "Just a couple of minutes." We're like, "No, we gotta go." And he was a really nice guy,
Yeah,
really nice
yeah,
old
friendly
man.
guy.
And finally, we're like, "Fine, here's $10. No, I don't want anything."
Keep your magazine. Just get the hell out.
Yeah, I
of
was like, here you go. It's for the Boys and Girls Club. It was a legit thing, so I was like, here you go. Just take it.
I got something in my jeans here. It hurts my leg.
That's
I feel
weird.
bad.
Let's talk about the weekend before the movie club.
Absolutely, Brett. First of all,
Yes.
let's talk about going out at midnight.
So I was mad, but then on Sunday I thought I'm like, no, I don't blame them for not telling me because
thank God.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 I would have said no. But this
Yes.
was the one time where I would have went.
That's kind of
So
like
can I explain myself first because it was my idea?
it
Sure.
was.
So
Let's just talk about what we're talking about.
that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I was streaming on Twitch, which by the way is twitch.tv/cute_kitty. And I was streaming, and it was getting towards the end of my stream, and it was dying down. I was like, I was playing music in the background. I was singing along to it. I'm like, you know what? It's been a long time since we've done karaoke. You know, I'm kind of feeling karaoke, and I was like, it's only like 11:45. Karaoke's just starting up, pretty much. And so it's like, you want to go? And he's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, let's go. Okay, so we got off stream and went over to this bar we've never been at that one of our friends runs karaoke at, and I figured, hey, well,
Well,
you know,
I'm sure he'd like the advertising.
he said that's not a bar he usually goes to.
Okay,
He was
never mind.
covering for his boss.
Okay. Yeah.
But we went over there and met up with a few friends, and it was a really small pubby kind of bar.
Yeah, it was nice.
Old school bar, but it was nice.
Didn't like the smoking in it.
That was the only thing I didn't like. Thank God it was like
Weird.
2 people smoking.
Yeah. Yeah. It was right outside of Fort Wayne city limits, I think.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like just in that area where the law is kind of gray.
Gosh, my hair smelled like
Yeah.
cigarette smoke. My
Um,
clothes, it was nasty.
So you messaged us. Where are you? I was like,
Yeah, at like 12:30.
Because I saw you on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
that's where that was.
Yeah, because I posted the claw photo.
So Brent was wondering where we were at, and I said, we're at the bar. And you asked, why didn't you message me? I would have come. And then immediately I felt bad. I was like, that.
We did. We both were like, we looked at each other like, but we'd already been drinking too. So we're like, should we?
That doesn't.
Should he
That's,
come out?
that's
like,
beyond the point. That's beyond the point.
Oh, and it was like 30 minutes away.
It
Yeah.
was. It was a long drive. It was a long drive.
It was a long drive.
I want to see if I can find the conversation. Yeah, you said, where are you guys? We were at this pub. You said, damn it, I wish you would have said something. I've been bored all night. Said, we left our place at midnight. Didn't think you'd want to come out. And you said, I would have. Brett, I haven't seen you at a bar in years. This
True.
isn't my
True
fault.
story. No, it's not. That's what I.
But we even like looked at like our friend Joe and Rob were there. We were just like, well, we feel bad. It was like we were out for 2 hours and left.
Yeah.
No.
What?
The karaoke was for 2 hours.
Were we out for more?
We left the bar at 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Our conversations
I
really
wouldn't have
lasted
been there
that
that long. That's for
Yeah.
No,
sure.
we were dead
No,
tired.
what I characterized it as when I think I said when I got here, 9 times out of 10 I would not have gone. Did I say this already? I feel like I
Yes.
said this already.
You did.
Yes, you did.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember if I said
But it was this one night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just I was wanting to just go out and it
See, it
wasn't
was a
terribly
night.
late.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, that's kind of what I was feeling. Was like, wow, I usually don't go out, but I was like, I kind of feel like going out. And I sang.
I sang too. Yep.
We both sang
Wow.
twice.
We also tried White Claw.
And hey, by
So
the way, we
sick
both
of seeing
sang.
this crap.
It's
Have you tried
weird.
it?
It's
No.
weird. It's weird.
It's very weird. And
It's kinda
I get
flavorless,
I get the
but-
hype, but the hype is stupid.
It's hit social media like a
It
hammer,
has.
Which
and
I'd
I'm
never
like,
heard of the claw until that night.
Stop calling it that for one thing.
That's what
White
it's
Claw.
called. Oh,
It's called White
never mind.
Claw.
Well, Rob calls it the claws.
Because there's no law when it
When
comes, to the
claw.
Did he make that up?
I don't know.
I don't
I think
know.
that's all over the place.
I don't know.
I'm not one for.
I told him it was breaking man law, and he interrupted me and said, "There's no law when it comes to the claw."
Sounds
then-
like he made
Sounds
it
like
up.
Rob.
But it was
Um,
like it fits perfectly.
But White Claw is seltzer with
Seltzer
alcohol,
water.
with alcohol and flavor.
Yep,
It's
that's it.
100 calories, like 3 grams of sugar.
It's flavored water.
It's something you can drink on a diet.
I would have just
It's
drank
strong.
beer,
It's 5% per volume.
just like a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's without like it's like drinking a very 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 light beer. It's not bad.
It's not.
I still have yet to finish a can though, because if you don't drink it down right away, it gets super freaking flat.
How
You
many
think so?
ounces are the cans?
I think
'Cause
I
they're
think
taller,
12.
aren't they?
I think they're 12.
Yeah, I
They're,
think
they're
10.
thinner.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Large
They're not
enough.
bad.
Yeah.
But the whole night, that's all we were doing was going to the claw, or like it was just
oh
funny.
my god, I would have left.
But here's the thing. I have yet to buy one of them, so I haven't broken my in-law.
So
That's true.
were they serving them though?
They
What do you mean
advertised
you didn't
it.
buy one? Did they give them to you?
Rob bought 'em.
Rob bought 'em. And then we went to SummerSlam yesterday. He bought a case.
Yep. He had a case
Sure.
of White Claw sitting out, which the best one's raspberry. I'll say that.
I would agree. I'd say raspberry.
Yeah.
Raspberry was.
Everybody
pretty
was like, "Ooh."
good. Yeah. It's like
Um,
the new remember when Smirnoff came out? The first time Smirnoff came out.
Ice.
Ice.
Sure.
Alex.
Yes, I know we were not old enough. But when that came out, that was a big thing. It was like just a huge Smirnoff this and that. Well, that's kind of like the hype for the
I
White
don't
Claw
remember
right
that.
now.
I remember Reds being
Reds
big.
was
Or
huge.
Reds. Reds was huge
And
too.
not your father's root beer.
Mhm.
That was for
Oh,
summer.
yeah. I
Yeah,
do
that was
remember-
really good.
That disappeared as fast as it showed up.
It's still
It's
around.
filled with
yeah,
sugar.
but nobody cares.
It's disgusting,
It's
actually.
It is
disgusting.
gross.
Like
It is gross.
having it for the first few times, like, oh, this
Oh,
is
this
great.
is really good.
Good
Nah.
summer drink, but no.
No. White Claw is actually when I think about drinking it, I think about drinking it on the lake. Like it's a good fizzy. It's still gonna give you a buzz, but it's light
And it's clear.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Like that's where I would drink it.
Yep.
You don't drink White Claw in the bar. I'm sorry. That's against woman
Woman
claw.
claw.
It's against woman law and man law in my book. Even though I totally did that on Saturday.
Right.
So.
Right.
But yeah, so there was that.
So that was basically what we did on Saturday night, and then we saw SummerSlam, which was really it was a good pay-per-view. We saw half of it because Alex was streaming on Sunday night. So
Mhm.
which we started up Halo Reach, doing
Yeah.
that again. Went back on multiplayer of that.
On 360?
Yeah.
Yeah, backwards
I
compatible.
said screw
Oh, okay,
waiting for it to come to Master Chief, and my brother said, I saw something pop up about Reach, and I popped it in the other night, and now I'm obsessed. You want to play Reach? I'm like multiplayer, because he doesn't play multiplayer. He's like, yeah, I'll play SWAT with you. I was like, let's get on. I'm always down for Reach multiplayer.
Yep. I just hope that kind of data transfers because your progression, you're pretty high up there. You're
I
a
know.
legend.
I'm a legend.
Yeah.
I got on there. I was like, oh
It's a
man, I
good
played this
question. I don't know if it would or
hardcore.
not.
I hope so.
I don't think it will.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
They better give you all the armor unlocks then
Oh, they better. I worked my butt off for that. 2 million credits.
for the inclement weather.
Yeah, 2 million.
Do you remember those
credits.
effects, the armor effects on Halo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
all the lightning. Yeah, 2 million.
Alex got it. Let's move on. Let's talk about Goodfellas because that's the PTO Movie Club, and Brett, that was your choice. So the PTO Movie Club is every single week we choose a new movie, not necessarily brand new, a movie that at least 1/3 of us has not watched. And the next week we give it a synopsis of what we thought, spoiler filled. This week was Goodfellas, and that was Brett's choice. So I guess since you've seen it plenty of times and it's
Mhm,
basically your favorite movie,
Why don't you
one of 'em.
explain?
It's not my favorite movie, but I love this movie.
It's in your top 10 probably?
Which
I don't think I could put it in my top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. With how much you built it
I really
up.
like it.
Brett, which
What?
by the way, I thought I've never heard of this movie.
'Kay.
Okay, and I said today because there's people at work that listen to the podcast and they're like, "What was?" and don't, and they were like, "What was the movie this week?" Because they're really interested in the movie club. And I was like, "The movie this week was Goodfellas," and 5 people in the room was like, "Oh, it's a good movie." I'm like, "You've seen it?" I was like, I had no idea what
big
the heck.
deal.
It was like everyone was like, "That's a good movie."
It's
It's
a
a
big deal.
star-studded cast.
Why don't you explain what it's about real quick for everybody?
So it centers around Henry Hill, who was basically a part of the Italian mob in New York in the 60s and 70s and 80s, but he's not full-blown Italian.
Mhm.
So he could never be made, which means be a boss in the Italian mob in New York. But it just kind of follows his story because he always wanted to be a gangster. He got a job for one of the bosses as a kid and kind of went all the way through up to where he got into some serious trouble and ended up turning a rat and joining the witness protection program.
Yep.
And that's how the movie ends, even though I've kind of researched what happened to him, and I think they put a price on his head, the Italian mob, but he did not stay hidden for the rest of his life.
Really?
But he was never whacked. So
Wow, that's a big deal.
yeah,
That's a big deal. Well, the thing is, it was made in 94.
Four?
It was early 90s. I know that for sure. And he was probably still in the witness protection at that time.
yes.
So
that
they
sounds
couldn't
right.
have really known where he would have gone from there. I think the acting was pretty good. Pesci knocked it out of the park. I mean, Joe Pesci he's a gifted actor, and
Yeah.
I would love to see more of him in anything. I mean, he's great.
At some point we'll do Casino because he's better in Casino than he is in Goodfellas.
I have always had a dislike for Robert De Niro for some reason because a lot of his stuff that I've seen him in has just been comedy roles.
Sure.
And those haven't been really good, I'll
Yeah.
say.
I like
but-
his serious roles better.
Yes, he was
Mhm.
great in this movie.
He was
He
scary.
was really good. Yep. Yeah, I've seen him in all the Meet the Parents trilogy, and then I saw him. He's also a voice in Shark Tale. Yeah, he kind of just did some weird one-offs. He was in Godsend. I think that's Godsend. Pretty certain it's God. No, it was a movie about him having a split personality. Had Dakota Fanning in it. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, did you ever see Backdraft?
No, but that is on his
I-
higher up of
that
his
Backdraft
IMDb.
was
Good.
isn't that the firefighter movie?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that a long time ago.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that
yeah,
one.
I've seen that a long time ago.
Yeah. So, Alex, what do you think of it? I mean, you gotta
so-
chime in here.
I really enjoyed it. The only thing I did not enjoy was the first scene.
Oh,
That
gonna
really
throw you right in.
well, it just like okay, so I can do horror movies, but the thing that I've always not been able to handle very well is stabbing.
Yeah.
And that was pretty
but
like
you can watch Scream.
yeah, but that's stupid. Scream is stupid. That's what that is. That's
Scream is great.
no, it's stupid. Yes, it's a classic, but no, it's stupid. It's not horror.
That's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, he's in Silver Linings.
That's
I
why it was
forgot about
easy
that.
to make a not Scream. What's the movie called?
Go ahead.
No, it is Scream.
Yeah.
No. Oh, what's
Scary movie.
Scary movie?
Yes.
Thank you. That's why it was so easy to make scary movies so quickly because it was an easy movie to make fun of.
Which side note, Scream was supposed to be called Scary Movie.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, well, that's even funnier.
Yep. Wes Craven, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he changed it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Anyway, so I don't like stabbing, and the first thing I was like, oh my god, is this the way the whole movie's gonna be? Like I was like, I can't stand that kind of
Well,
like
kind
horror
of. I
or
mean,
violence.
you see a couple others.
There
that are
was
pretty
only
bad.
that stabbing though.
No,
There was
there was
only-
one in the car, but
Oh,
guys,
yeah, with the ice
that
pick.
was I hated that.
No, I just no.
I felt bad for that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, well we don't have to hold back on spoilers.
Well, there's not really like anything to talk about other than
When
like,
the
it's a-
mob when it falls apart at the end there,
Yeah.
like when you see all the killings that De Niro did,
yeah.
it's
Although-
like
Well,
you
he-
paranoid dude, like
he
really.
starts. They had this huge heist of stealing from an airport, and Robert De Niro's character gets freaked out that somebody's gonna slip, and so he just starts whacking all the guys that were in it.
the loose
and
ends.
Mhm.
loose ends basically.
Yeah.
But Joe Pesci and Ray Liotta, who plays Henry Hill,
Mm-hmm.
their characters survive, so it's just the three of them left basically.
That yeah.
Who's the lady actor that's in it?
Lorraine Bracco.
I thought she did a very good job.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was very good acting, and the first thing you see, the first scene, the three main guys are in the car, and the first thing I go is like, especially because you know what they look like now, and I'm like,
Mhm.
frick, they're young. Like
Mhm.
it's like, wow, this is a really young movie. You've got major stars, like you have no idea how big these people are now, like how
Sure.
big you're going to be after this movie.
Right.
It's
Sure.
so cool to see that kind of
Unless
thing.
they were already big at that time.
Well, I think
mean,
they were
depending.
they weren't unknowns at the time.
No, but they
at
weren't.
This movie.
They weren't the way they are now.
Sure.
De
Ray- I would-
Niro had a lot.
De Niro,
yeah.
yes. Ray Liotta, he hasn't done a whole lot. I don't think
Mm-mm,
he's not
no.
as. I don't consider him A-list like De Niro. Even Pesci, you could argue may not be A-list.
I'd say back in the 90s he was more A-list.
Sure, sure.
I think he kind of dropped
just
off
kind
the
of
bat. De Niro kind of stayed
retired,
there.
semi-retired.
Yeah.
The biggest one of Ray Liotta's right before Goodfellas was Field of Dreams. I mean.
Oh yeah, he's the pitcher,
Mhm.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right there, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Brett,
Never
you're
seen
I've never even seen Field of Dreams.
Me neither. But apparently they're actually doing a baseball game next year at that actual field.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's
Like a-
people already.
Like a pro game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's people already getting hotel reservations set up.
Cool.
Yeah, I just heard about that last week.
That'd
Pretty
be
interesting.
appointment.
That's kind of
TV.
ironic that
So
came up.
let me ask this. I know you've never really cared for mob movies. What did this do for that?
I liked it. It reminded me very much of The Departed. I mean, it's
Okay.
very same director, and it kind of had a same
So
rat premise.
You're not turned away from mob movies
Mm-mm.
after watching this?
Mm-mm.
What about you?
I
Did
still
you
don't-
even care about mob movies before you watched
Yeah,
this?
I cared. I cared. Like, I don't enjoy them.
Oh.
Like, I'm not. Like, it's kind of like a country western thing. Like, I'm not really into country western movies, and I'm not really into mob movies. Like, that's just. I've just not really liked it.
Yeah,
but
I've
I
tried to
enjoyed
get-
this movie.
I've tried to get her into Red Dead Redemption so bad, it just doesn't work.
No, mm-mm.
I
That
don't-
just sounds so boring to me.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know why, but
Grand Theft Horse.
mob
Yeah.
stuff just fascinates me.
I mean, it is like the movie itself was fascinating because it's very real life.
Mhm.
Well, I think
But
that's it.
I
It's-
think that's
it's
why.
all based, or not all, but
But it's based
the,
on a true
the
story.
main mob movies I've seen are all based on true events.
Mhm.
But
The
it just
fact that
it turns
it's
my
just
stomach
crazy.
to watch it though.
Yeah.
Like it's just because it's that sickening of a
It's that real.
yeah.
Well, yeah, like there's the one line when he gets arrested at the end, he's like, I knew that they were cops because I wouldn't have heard anything at all. I'd be dead because
Yep.
your killers come with smiles or you don't see them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is terrifying.
when his wife was gonna go look at those dresses, I was like, "Don't
Oh,
you
yeah.
do it! Don't you do it!" De Niro's he's paranoid, and then she gets in the car and he's just like, "Whatever." It's like,
Yeah.
really? Of course he was trying to whack her. Whatever.
No, really, other than the first scene or just that scene in general, because they go back to it. Like I didn't watch it the second time because it was that disturbing to me.
Yeah.
Like it really set me off and turned my stomach. I'm like, I can't watch this movie.
Yeah.
But no, that was it. No,
All
I
right.
thought overall it was a good movie.
Good movie. I didn't have much to dislike. I can't. I have every single time I do a movie club, I do a likes and dislike list. I didn't really have anything I didn't like. I mean, some of the acting was a little overacting, like when they were crying in the corner.
Oh yeah,
That was a little much for me.
When they were crying.
was because they were terrified.
Yeah.
Like he knew, like
when-
I am dead.
because she flushed the.
She
Oh,
flushed all the
that-
cocaine
You gotta
down.
also think like they're also like their
Mm,
mentality has kind of like gone down because they've been using drugs.
That's true.
Yeah,
So they're
he,
overreacting for a reason.
He, especially
I guess
Henry
that
Hill,
makes
he
sense.
was a cokehead.
Yeah. Wow. Like Ray Liotta did a really good job. Like I think he did a really good job.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. Good actor.
What's up next?
What up, Alex?
What you got?
Leota is in Chantix commercials now.
Yeah, smoking,
Oh.
which means he was probably legit smoking. I mean, unless it's a completely fake.
Oh, no,
They-
that
they
too. There
have-
was a lot of smoking in
Yeah.
that
Well,
movie.
that's nothing compared to Casino.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
okay. Alex.
Oh, my movie?
Yeah. What are you gonna
Um,
choose?
Yes. So I don't know because it's been a while since I've heard Brett say, "Oh, I haven't seen that movie," and I can't remember if it's a movie. So I have two choices.
Okay.
Okay.
And
let's do
you
this.
know what? I'll do that. The same thing that you did to me last week, which was give me two choices. Stop it, Brett.
Wow.
Are you gonna write it down? Because you know he's gonna say that's the title for
Oh
give me
my
two
God.
choices, or I gave you two choices. Whatever.
No, it wasn't that.
You gave us two choices last week,
I
Brett.
know,
I'm gonna
but that's
give you
not
two
what you
choices.
said. That
I
had me
know,
crack.
just whatever. What did I say that made you crack up?
I gotta get it right. Funny, exactly the way you said it.
Okay,
so.
fine, whatever. Anyways, so first choice is Office Space.
Okay,
Don't know if you've seen it.
I have not.
All right, so it was on the list. And the other one is Young Frankenstein.
Office Space.
Office Space. All right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Office Space.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Do you
It
guys
is
own
classic.
that?
Yes.
Okay, I'll borrow it.
Yeah.
I bet you it's on a streaming service. And you like it because your girl's in it.
Jennifer Aniston.
She is.
And she's young.
Yep. Yep. She is. I think that's one of her first
Leprechaun
films.
was her first.
Oh my God. That's
Never
right.
seen-
I
Never
think she
seen
was
Leprechaun.
I think she was a teenager in that.
Let me look up Jennifer Aniston.
Why? She's going to be in like 200 movies.
No, she's not.
Probably not that many.
Well,
No.
a lot. But anyways, Office Space. It's a classic, and it's just one of those movies that, like, I think that's kind of like what I'm going for is like everybody's seen this, and Brett goes, oh, I've never seen it, so I'm gonna make you watch those.
That's one that I know that I should have seen by now.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
and it's definitely my prediction is you are going to like this one.
What?
Like it's not. I don't think there's an if, and, or but about you hating this movie.
What's the boss's name? Bill Lombardo.
Lombardi.
No.
Lumberg.
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 Lumberg. I was like, what?
Yeah, we're gonna need you to go into
Because he's
the
like
base.
a meme
Yes.
king.
So
Yes.
and like so that's what I mean. Like everybody, even now, that movie is relevant now
Yeah.
because it's about the working man. Is what it's about.
Brett, you're wrong. Leprechaun's not her first.
What
Oh,
was
it's
her
not?
first?
Nope. Her first was Mac and Me.
What?
Was like Leprechaun her second?
Mac and Me was 1988. Leprechaun was 93.
Oh.
So no.
Never mind.
She also did a pilot, or no, she actually. This is a TV series. Ferris Bueller was a TV series. She played
Oh.
Jeannie Bueller.
Really?
Yeah, Ferris
Jeannie?
Bueller was a one-season TV series.
Oh,
How many
had no
episodes?
idea.
Looks like 13. Wow, I had no idea that was a thing.
Talk about a grocery store worker.
Yeah,
Because I'm a grocery store worker.
So let me get the article up here.
I thought you had a personal experience.
Oh no. Well, this is something that actually happened over the weekend. A grocery store worker was found after 10 years dead behind freezers.
Dude, are you kidding?
I'm not joking.
That's scary.
Body of grocery worker missing for 10 years,
What?
found trapped behind store's cooler.
What?
Like trapped? Like that's how they found him? Like that's how they think he died?
That's how
or
he died.
Oh my god. How often do you clean your freezers, dude?
Well, how
Oh.
could you not smell decomp?
Well,
It's
here we go.
frozen.
Here we go.
Like
no,
in
no,
the
no,
freezer?
behind.
Behind the
behind the freezer. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna read the article here. A former Council Bluffs, Iowa grocery store employee presumed missing for 10 years was found recently. His body trapped behind one of the store's coolers. Crews were working inside what was formerly a no-frills supermarket when they found the remains of a man who had been missing since 2009. It's suspected he climbed atop the cooler, a storage area for merchandise where workers sometimes hid to take breaks, and became wedged in an 18-inch gap behind it. Sounds of the cooler's compressors may have obscured his calls for help.
Sure.
The store has been closed since 2016.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
That is very
Because you got to think also. In 2009, there were still cell phones.
Yeah.
So, unless you don't, and maybe there was a store policy, you can't have your cell phone on you while at work.
A
I
lot
can't-
of that was a store policy and still is.
It's actually said in the article he wasn't on the clock at the time. So
Maybe he was coming in or leaving.
yeah.
Or
Either
Weird.
way, that is disturbing.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
can you imagine?
did they say how old he was or who it is?
Let me.
Because I mean, like, obviously, for one thing, for the last 10 years, like a decade has gone by, and his family is like, where the heck did he get murdered? He's missing. Did he run away? Like, and just
Well,
without anything.
Also, think about how long it took him to die.
That's a good question
It
too.
could have took him weeks.
that you just took that like
It
to
could have
a
took him
and
dark
weeks.
that's like
place.
suffering too.
that is
Well,
suffering.
He
Unless
woulda-
he's getting
he
like
would-
burned too
he-
by the
He wouldn't have starved. He would have died of dehydration, which takes less time
Yes.
7
than
days. Yeah.
7
then-
days. Yeah.
starving to death. But I also would think. Well, I just answered my own question. If he's wedged between something, you would think his loss of body mass would eventually free him, but he probably died of dehydration before he lost enough body mass to free himself.
Well, if he was wedged, he might have suffocated too.
Oh, this article came out in July. Sorry.
No, well,
Either
he
way,
could
it was
have,
not a
but-
quick death, and I feel bad for the guy. Like
Mhm.
that is a horrible way to go.
Yeah.
Terrifying,
Um,
horrible way to go.
His parents reported him missing after he left their house. He'd been acting unusually, and his family thought it would have been due to medication he was taking. So
What a stupid way to die.
it's very yeah. That's not a way to go, man. Not a way to go. So yeah, let's bring that up. Let's bring it up.
Talk about Movie Pass. I'm curious now.
So there's a lot of controversy going around Movie Pass, which a lot of people have forgotten about Movie Pass because when it first launched and they started doing their $9.99 unlimited per month, they had over 3 million users. Yeah, that's gone down to 200,000.
Oh my god.
Sorry. So some of the shady stuff that's been going on. Let me get this here. So they were changing the subscription constantly. I remember us talking about this on the podcast because you said they went from unlimited to once per week, so
Oh,
4
sure.
per month.
Yeah.
And then they started doing blackouts where they wouldn't allow you to use them on, premieres.
Right.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
then
Kind of like a peak time kind of thing.
absolutely, yep.
Mhm.
And then at some point, the movie, what was going on here is basically MoviePass was they were bleeding money with this unlimited stuff. This is distracting me. They've been bleeding money because it's $10 a month, and then they boosted that up to, I think it's now 20. I think we
I
think,
thought it was always 20.
no, they advertised at 10,
Okay.
and then they forced users out of their $10 contract into they've been forcing people to
Kinda
now
like
pay more.
Netflix.
Exactly. And at some point they started implementing a tripwire which kept users from seeing films after a level cap of purchases. And then they started changing passwords of heavy users,
Oh my god.
which kept them from using their accounts, calling it technical difficulties.
Meaning you
And
could
then
Are you kidding? More?
the company is now shut down, and the CEOs are missing.
They're missing.
They can't be found.
Wow.
And most of the staff has no idea what's happening with the company now.
Yeah, get out of that.
MoviePass is
Dude,
bad.
you guys got Movie Pass. Get rid of it now.
Well, you
It's
can't use it
bad.
anyway.
Well, get rid
sounds
of
like.
it.
So,
So they shut down the company to remodel, and that was in July. And now they don't even know if they're coming back.
yeah.
And the CEOs are
well,
gone.
you can't. You're not gonna
They
get.
took their money and
You're
they
not gonna get
ran.
a subscription base after all that publicity.
Right, and this is according to The Verge.
Who would?
.com.
Who would? You do any kind of research and you know that nobody's gonna go for that. I would do AMC if I was gonna do something like this. I would do AMC's Premiere, whatever.
Yeah, the Premiere
it's
Club.
more expensive, but you get a lot more.
You do. You get discounted stuff.
Discounted stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of discounted stuff. Yes.
Yep. So
I think it's like up to 3 movies a week, maybe.
yeah, the CEOs are Farnsworth and Lowe, and it says here, and I quote, Farnsworth and Lowe are nowhere to be found as most of the staff have yet to learn the cause of the company's halt.
Wow.
That is shameful.
Very.
Yeah,
Like,
it is, it's bad.
how can you consider yourself any form of a company when you're doing things like this? Like, it's shady things are happening in the world right now with companies. I mean, Twitch is no. We're going to talk about Twitch.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about.
There's some stuff going on with Twitch, and I sent you that article too.
It keeps getting worse.
Yeah. So, but back on MoviePass here, I really thought about getting it when it came out. I really
I'm
wanted
glad
it.
you didn't.
And you told us about it too. Like, you were really thinking about it too.
Well, just there
Yeah,
were so
then
many
I-
movies coming out, and we're like, sounds like a good deal.
Well, I realized, I really just don't see enough movies to take full advantage of.
Do you
this.
guys know anybody that has Movie Pass?
We do.
We do.
Our teacher friend.
I knew it.
Mhm.
That he came to my head, and I was like, oh, I remember hearing say, oh, because I have Movie Pass.
You
Yeah.
should reach out to
Oh,
him.
I'm
see
gonna
if
reach
he's
out to
had
him
any
after this.
issues.
Yeah, you haven't talked to him in a while.
I
Should
know.
probably do that. So I can't believe this is happening, and I'm gonna move on to Twitch here.
More bad company news.
Yeah. So Ninja, he's gonna be another talked about topic here. He left Twitch for Mixer. He got a contract through Microsoft. That's fine and dandy. But what Twitch is doing to Ninja's channel has become inexcusable.
Shameful.
It's
Very
like
much so.
sour grapes, right?
It's worse than that.
Worse than
So
that.
they've changed his channel into a hype zone where the top 10 streamers of all time are on there. Like,
So
you
to
can
bring
click
in
on the
people.
top 10.
So if you
Yep.
go to click on Ninja, you see like just the top streamers.
Yep. And they do that with no other channel.
But if he's exclusively with Mixer, how can he have stuff on Twitch?
He doesn't.
He's trying to get rid of his
He's
channel.
trying to get rid of his
He's
channel.
trying to delete his channel, and Twitch won't do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they have a lot of traffic going to his channel.
Yep. Still.
Because, well, if Twitch still showed his stuff, couldn't Microsoft sue them?
They don't. No.
It's not his stuff.
They're not showing his stuff. His channel's still
It's
there.
just
though.
his channel.
And
it's just
his
name.
brand is still there.
Couldn't Microsoft legally say you need to shut this down?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know the TOS
'Cause
on
we're
that.
I don't
not
know.
lawyers.
So why don't you talk about what's going on, what's so bad about it, other than the fact
well,
that they're
that was-
using him?
That was the big thing, and he's been trying to get his channel out of there for since he left. Over the weekend, a porn channel was promoted, and he
under his name.
that makes me so upset.
It
Like
pisses me off as a
I'm-
streamer that Twitch would do
He,
that.
I'm building my own brand on Twitch.
he needs
And
to
so is Alex.
get his lawyer on that.
That is ridiculous.
What do you have the article up?
I
what
do.
what Twitch said? Like it was just like this tiny like three line thing like no excuses.
Yep. I'm gonna bring that up here. Twitch began promoting other channels. Da da da. I'm gonna get to the quote here. So what do you think of it so far, Brett? Like, what?
It's exact. Am I surprised? Not really, but it's them saying, "Oh, you're gonna go to Mixer. We'll screw you, and we're gonna do all this just to stick it to you."
Okay, so here it is. Twitch CEO has responded to his accusations, saying, "Our community comes to Twitch looking for live content. To help ensure they find great live channels, we've been experimenting with showing recommended content across Twitch, including on streamers' pages that are offline." I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
This helps all streamers as it creates new community connections. However, the lewd content that appeared on the Ninja offline channel page grossly violates our TOS, terms of service,
shit.
and we've permanently suspended the account in question. That's all they've done.
That is a PR statement.
Yes,
if I've ever
Here's a little bit
is.
more.
heard
Here's a
one.
little bit more. On a more personal note, I apologize. Wait. I want to apologize directly to Ninja that this happened. It isn't our intent, but it should not have happened. No excuses. That's all. I've done.
Whatever. This is my report. This is my my response to Josh when he was talking to me on lunch or whatever over this, and I was like, pretty much what I said was, if as a streamer and Twitch were to say that, I would expect, like, if I had the amount of views and the promotional value of Ninja, there is so many people watching my channel that would have been caught. Like, that shouldn't have happened at all.
Who knows what
Well,
moderators were in
I
there?
don't think it was an accident.
Really.
No,
That's what I'm saying. I
You
don't
thinking
thi-
they're trying to degrade his brand?
Yes.
absolutely.
That's upsetting.
No, that was my feeling as well. That's what I'm trying to say, is that shouldn't have happened.
Mhm.
They let it happen.
Or they just kind of turn their back and
Right.
just let whatever
It's just-
happen.
It
and
makes me
kinda
shameful
wink,
as
wink.
a streamer on Twitch to say, "Hey, go to Twitch, the platform that I use to watch me game," while they're sitting there screwing over a streamer that, honestly, all he did was just change platforms. Whoop-de-friggin' do. Yeah, I know he was great on there, but that's his choice.
If he was, I hope what he did is when Mixer went to him with an offer, he went to Twitch and say, "Do you want to try to match or beat this since I was with you first?" And when they're like, "No, we're not going to pay you," then he's like, "Okay, I'm going to go where, my value makes me money."
It's called business.
Sour grapes.
Exactly right. So they're like, "Well, screw you then," and then and
Doing
we're
what
not
they're
gonna we're gonna let whatever happen. They didn't tell him that, of course, but no, I'm not surprised one bit by this.
I still don't know if people from Twitch are doing streams with Ninja still, like actually like partnering up with him like on Fortnite or anything.
Well, I mean,
wonder.
talk about Tim.
Well, Tim the Tap Man, I actually I popped into his stream today because he actually talked about a little bit of Ninja on there, saying, hey, I love you. I know what's going on. I'm sorry this is happening to you, and we all love you and all that stuff. He was really like, it's like, damn, dude, this is it sucks.
It's bad that this is happening to you.
It really, yeah.
And of course, all eyes are on him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then to be associated with that after
Right.
trying to grow your channel, and he's a big Fortniter, which is a lot what kids play.
Oh,
and of course, like, as a parent, if I don't know Ninja, if I don't know streaming, I just let my kid watch. The moment I hear his streams promoting porn, it's like, nope, sorry, you're not watching him anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big hit.
It is.
It's a big hit. It's
It
not
is.
his fault.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it angers me as a streamer.
One other thing about Twitch, Booga got swatted.
I saw this.
He did?
He got swatted.
No.
Now, what swatted means is people will call the police on you, and a
Say that
SWAT,
you got a
An
bomb or
actual SWAT
something.
team will come and take you out.
not take you
Well,
out.
okay.
They
like,
can take you
They
out.
can, and I've seen
Yeah.
the videos. It's
Well,
stupid.
I mean, they have to take it as serious as possible.
yes,
and
they
you know
do.
it.
Yeah.
It's not the
Any
streamer's
situation.
fault.
I know.
It's not the streamer's fault, but unless the other person was streaming, but it's a major waste of law enforcement
It
time
is.
Yes,
and
it is.
resources.
People have been caught doing it.
and they need to be
They
prosecuted.
really do. Now, who Booga is? Am I saying that right?
Booga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won the Fortnite tournament 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he won millions of dollars.
Yes.
so
Playing Fortnite.
he was 16. He is 16.
Yes.
That was. Yeah, so he was swatted on stream. So I mean, that's
Is he
just.
okay? 'Cause
Yeah.
I know that they can get pretty violent.
Yeah. He did a comment. He said, "Yeah, I got swatted." Hold on. IGN did a thing. "I was lucky because one officer, he lives in our neighborhood, they came in with guns. They literally pulled up. No one was physically harmed during the incident."
Good. Good.
2
Well,
weeks ago.
At least I would make myself well known.
2
If I
weeks
was
ago
a
was when he
popular
won.
person, you get involved with your local police force and say, "Hey, this is the thing. This is who I am. You can keep your eyes on me. Like, I've got a camera."
Mhm.
Like, get well known.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about that, but you could definitely say there's potential for a call to come to this address.
Well, that's what I'm
because of-
saying, like, be
because of what I
informed.
do.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, like,
So-
this is a thing.
Yeah.
Like, if this happens, I'd like, I will take it, I'll take it respectfully, but this may happen.
Sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
So that's all I really have to say about that. Yeah, Brett, let's move into something that you.
I want to talk about Disney Plus
talk about?
again.
Yeah. So Disney's in the news.
So right after I think we recorded, Disney Plus released a bundle pricing for Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
Yep.
Which I'm pretty sure ESPN Plus is just a streaming app. I don't know what content it has.
I'm looking into what. Well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't say like what it is, but it does give me a breakdown of how much everything is.
I don't know. I don't think it has any live programming, but I don't
Mhm.
know. But all three of these things in this bundle for $12.99.
Yeah.
No coincidence that is the same exact price of the mid-range Netflix price.
Yeah.
And this is a complete shot at Netflix, and
Yes,
I think
it
it's
is.
great. First of all, it's a great price.
It's not bad.
Now the only thing about it is that I imagine it's the base price of Hulu or the base version of Hulu,
It
which
is.
means you'll still have the commercials.
Yes.
Yep.
But still, $12.99 for all three of those.
you didn't say
mean-
what all three are.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
You did?
Yes.
Disney Plus, Hulu,
Oh, I
and
thought
ESPN
never
Plus.
Mind. Never mind.
So the value to Disney Plus alone is really good because
Right.
it's what was it, $6.99 per month,
I'm looking to
Or
see what they said on its own
50
here.
something a year.
Yeah. I'm just seeing the bundle price here, but I'm seeing that ESPN Plus costs $4.99 a month and Hulu costs $5.99 a month with ads.
Right.
It's not. I'm not getting the Disney Plus price in this article. Why would they not do that?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think that price will always be that price. I think
Mhm.
eventually.
I think it's a starter.
it's going
to get
to go
a
up.
grabber.
Well, I've gone on record saying
Oh, $7.
when $7 a month,
Yep.
Disney Plus they released that it will be $7 a month. I thought maybe for the first year.
Mhm.
There's no way it stays under 10 for an extended amount of time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know about this bundle though because the Hulu ads are the worst.
I agree. I have Hulu
still
right
have
now,
it in my
and
head.
I can
and,
feel. I can feel.
I couldn't do it.
Right.
That
Like the
damn
Victoria's Secret.
commercial.
Oh, yeah.
We saw it like 3 times in a row, back to back, every freaking 10 minutes.
Even
It was
you
like
know,
2 years ago, and I
it-
still have it in my head.
Excuse me. If you're gonna have commercials, fine, but have different ones.
Variety, please. It was
Money,
starting to be
please.
like, yeah, variety, please. It was still like, oh, that reminds me about there was one scene that we're already quoting from Goodfellas. I needed gas, and I was like, he's like, how much do you need? And I was like,
Yeah, we're already doing that. How much?
how much? And I was like, I need this much. Or no, I was getting my brows done. I was going to go get my brows done, which
She
is
need
like
my card.
$10, and I didn't have my purse on me. I'm like, I need your
What
card.
were you gonna get done?
Her eyebrows.
My eyebrows.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, how much do you need? And I was like, this much. It was like I'm holding my hand up like a big,
Wait a
like I'm
minute,
eating a
though.
big burger.
You don't use cash.
Nope.
No, but it was like
very,
just
very
using it from there.
irregularly is cash ever used in this house
Yeah.
because you can't replace cash if it's lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyways, anything else about Disney Plus?
I think we'll get it, but I don't think we'll get the bundle.
Yeah, I think I'm
news
with
to
you
me.
there.
Why is that news to you?
Because we've got Disney Plus a mile down
There's
the road.
other
There's
stuff.
stuff on it that won't be.
There's other stuff that
Original
your mom doesn't
programming.
own, Alex.
Even
You know what, you
original
know-
programming.
You know who might get Disney Plus? Mom, you want to? If we could probably. Oh, is there going to be shareable accounts like Netflix?
That's a good question. I don't know if they've announced that.
There you go. We'll
Well,
share it with Mom.
Every account is shareable.
It is. If it's like Netflix does one right now where we're paying for it can be used on two different
Multi-screens.
screens.
yeah. So you or us and my brother uses it.
Yeah.
And
but
then he has Hulu, and then we use his Hulu. So it's just like
we do.
Yeah.
But Hulu doesn't allow you to have more
We
than a
can't-
couple.
Yeah.
Like
so-
there's a time when we're like, oh, we can't even watch
yeah, we
Hulu
can't watch
today.
because there's more than one person or more than 2 people watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I really had to say about Disney Plus. Really.
Talk about Nair.
Okay, we finally get to talk about Nair. So there's a new thing. So we talked about a couple weeks ago the pranks that are going on with the kids these days, spitting in things in the grocery store and putting the lid back on, or licking ice cream and put the lid back on. So now there's a thing where you have to check your freaking shampoo and conditioner bottles. And there was a bunch of people all over the U.S., and they had brought or reported using it was Pantene bottles, and some freaking kid, it's on camera, took a bottle of Nair, which is hair removal, like it burns your hair off, and put it and mixed it in the shampoo. And Pantene is aimed at females. Yeah. And so there's pictures of women with chunks of hair. I just spit on my mic.
Well, that too. Yes.
chunks,
Oh my god.
chunks of hair missing from their head.
Oh my god.
Because they reported it to Pantene, and Pantene went, well, what? And then they looked at the bot, looked at the, I don't know. They did something where they broke down the
This
bottle
is
and realized it
going-
was hair. Or
This
Nair.
epidemic is going to result in everything having a seal.
Or all online purchases.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, that's what we do for a lot of things.
You're talking about the end of brick and mortar retail.
It's coming that way, yeah. Or you can start going back to the clerk gets everything for you.
Yeah, but even then, you get a
You're just getting an extra hand handling it. Then
well,
I
you
mean,
get a angry clerk or a disgruntled clerk. It's the same thing.
that's with everything.
I mean,
I'm afraid of fast food just because of
yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter
people
because
spitting in your stuff.
somebody
It's
at
gonna
the
happen.
Pantene plant could do it.
right.
You know,
You're
so
either way, you're
seal.
yeah. I don't know. Like when you're at a plant, you are under specific surveillance
Product,
for a lot of stuff,
Quality.
especially things that are going to be, used on your skin or ingested.
Well, that's what I mean.
The FDA
So-
requires it.
When it leaves the factory, it's going to have a seal,
Mhm.
or it
Which
might
is fine.
come to that.
Seal everything. Who
I agree.
cares? Not necessarily plastic wrap. Find a different form of wrap because plastic's really bad for the environment. Use
Yes.
something else. But I mean, I don't know. Just figure it out. Science.
So, one of the most popular ones that happened, this was with Pantene, it's happened with other ones, but the one that I looked up was from July 29th, July 29th. This was a couple weeks ago. I want to talk about this. And this person, it went viral. I know you guys don't like the word, but that's how news gets out.
Yeah.
But this person, Ashley, said, please check your hair products before, this is a tweet, please check your hair products before you buy them. People are mixing Nair into shampoo and conditioner in the store. Shake my head. And then she showed pictures of her bathtub and stuff after she was showered.
Oh.
How are you supposed to check your stuff?
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
just chunks of hair coming out.
But how are
So-
you supposed to check that?
I don't know. But what she this is an article, like she went to the police and then went to news people to do like a PSA. And so I guess what happened was she began washing her hair in the shower. She left it in she left what she believed to be conditioner on her hair for 10 minutes, which most of the time you want to leave it in for 5 to 10 minutes to get the max effect of it.
Yeah.
After rinsing the product out, she noticed a very foul smell, and her hand began to just fall out in clumps. She then headed straight to the emergency room because her scalp was super red and irritated. It's now believed that someone put hair removal, blah, 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 in the thing. Because she lives alone, she did not believe that someone could have tampered with it.
Yeah.
She has filed a police report. She bought it at Walmart. That was one thing. They released surveillance footages and stuff, like there's kids putting shit in the bottles. And sadly, what for her, she was even more devastating is because so much hair fell out, she had to shave her head.
Yeah.
Yep.
And had to get treatments on her scalp because her scalp was burned.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's criminal.
She's gonna sue somebody. It's probably gonna be Walmart.
It shouldn't be.
So she started a
That's
GoFundMe
where she
page,
got it.
which
I know, but that's where
If they have surveillance of somebody doing it, though,
they're
that's-
investigating it.
that's
so.
not a Walmart associate.
I know, but you could see it.
So she started a GoFundMe
Unfortunate.
page.
It's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
She
so
started a GoFundMe page for wigs.
That's good.
So and I was like, you know what? That's a supportive thing. So,
Yep.
her Twitter account, which I'll give you, because it also has the GoFundMe on it. If you want to go and check it out, her Twitter is at SHANDID. It's Shan did it better, is what it is.
You trying to spell it and then you just
SH.
realized.
Yes, I couldn't read it at first. SHANDIDIDBETTER. That's what it is.
Shan did it better.
Shan did it better is her Twitter.
Yep.
So and that's where the post is. It looks like it's pinned there.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
super sad. I can't imagine like putting my shampoo and conditioner and all of a sudden like my hair is just falling out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so much of like your personality and like I know it's always aimed at like for an image of a female to have like your hair is your baby kind of thing. I mean, I know with males, like it can be too. Like Brett, I know you're big on your hair.
Because you just said
'Cause you
said
can.
proudly.
Yes,
I just got my hair
my
cut.
hair cut. And then, but like
That's fine.
I
It's
mean,
good
for
for
me, I don't know. I mean, that's just. I know it'll grow back, but still, like it's just a devastating thing to have happen. I mean, yes, it could have been worse, but yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah.
Sad that people do that kind of stuff.
I can't. I've seen the product Nair in my house when I was growing up, and I always just didn't. I thought it was just something that you just put on your skin, and it's just the hair.
So
falls
there's
off.
like it's supposed to be some chemical that it just like helps the
That's
follicles
not
fall
healthy.
out. Well, whatever. People use it. I never abused it.
Anyway, so yeah, that's terrifying. They just need to seal everything up and keep it away from people.
Well, see,
ruining
shampoo
stuff.
and conditioner bottles, some of them don't have seals. Like they
That's
don't
why
come
That's
sealed.
why you need to. That's why you need to. Yeah.
I don't think ours come sealed. And honestly, when I bought them, like I did open them and smell them.
Well, everybody does that. Everybody checks the smell of shampoo.
I didn't
Yeah,
beforehand.
I don't have. Can't say I ever have.
Like the stuff that we've used in the past, the blue bottle.
Yes, you open up body wash to smell it all the time.
Okay, body wash because we change it all the time. But the shampoo and conditioner that we buy, because of this story, I opened up the 4 that I bought and like made sure that they weren't like didn't look
How do you
tampered with.
know?
I would think that you would smell like a chemical imbalance in it. Like it just wouldn't smell right. Like ours is
Oh,
just
I
like
know what Nair smells like. I've smelt it before.
I would feel like it would smell chemically.
It's kind of it's off.
Yeah.
It's an off smell. Yeah.
And then mixing with the chemicals in your shampoo and conditioner,
Right.
I'm sure it would be the wrong color. It's just, chemistry.
Right. Chemistry.
Chemistry, guys. Science, guys.
Science. Get
Check your
behind
shampoo
it.
and conditioner bottles and your ice cream and your milk and
Yeah.
everything.
That's unfortunate. That
Check
that
your
happens.
seals. All right, let's move on.
Did you want to save the logo story for the end, or
We can talk about it now if you want to.
go ahead?
So we have a brand new logo out, and we weren't going to unveil it until September. There's a lot of reasons behind that, which I'll get into. But yeah, I was really excited about changing our logo for the 3rd time, and this time around, I made sure that it was just I did better design through it. I wanted to unveil it in September because there's a specific date tied to it. Now, I'm going to go to our actual PTO list because I have to find the actual date here. I have to go to episode 10. That is when we changed our logo. Episode 10 was our unveiling. Now, it's significant.
Wow, really?
Yes, it is. Yep. Halo banned me. Halo
He'll
banned me
ban
for pooping.
pooping.
That was the episode that we unveiled the brand new PTO logo. That was June 13th, 2016. 61316. I wanted to do 91319.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was going to make it like significant to that date, kind
But
of.
then you decided
But-
again it.
I said, we have a good thing. Let's bring it out. And so I made sure that it was.
Now I wish
prepared.
you would have waited.
Nah, but I think that's when I'll do our new animation.
Okay.
So, yeah, because we have an intro for our podcast, which is going to have our old logo. So it's just the way it is. I have to find time to get that done too. Which, yeah. So our logo is out now, a brand new logo. And if you ever have any inquiries, follow me on Twitter, which is @lemke619, and you can tweet at me there, or you can email me joshlemke@gmail. JOSHLEMCKE@gmail.com for all freelance inquiries of design work, graphic design. So yeah, let's move on from that.
What's this college course?
Okay, I'm looking that up right now.
She looked like she was concentrating
Yes, I was trying to
on it.
remember like the local college that my my cousin is going to.
Not Shrine. Is it Shrine?
Trine.
Trine.
Trine University.
Trine. I don't.
Shrine is the circus.
It is, and they removed animals from the circus now.
Yeah.
Which, it's just become a performing arts thing now for trapeze.
Trapeze
and
and
tightrope.
tightrope. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Clowns.
Have you ever been to a circus?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Did you ever enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fine, but I was in 3rd grade. That's how
Oh.
long ago it was.
We went a couple years ago. A little too old for a circus, but we still enjoyed it. You got to see some of the death-defying stunts that they did. You know, removing the net and all that. Just brings you back to Batman. You know, reminds you of Batman Forever with
I was just thinking of
Robin.
that too.
Yeah. Alex, you gonna pull this thing up?
Yes.
Okay.
We're venting over here.
No, it's okay. I didn't want to talk more into it until she had the article up because I know about this, and this is kind of interesting. It's they're bringing stuff to colleges about video gaming.
So they are bringing esports to college.
Oh, I heard about this.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scholarships and stuff.
So and there's courses that help you like become a professional player
Mhm.
in college.
Cool.
It's a brilliant idea. It really is. To my generation and the generation above us, like it's kind of tiptoeing the. Well, that's stupid. But I mean, look at Ninja. That's what. And look at Booga.
If they
Yeah.
And that's where it's going.
if you can get a free education with no student loan debt when you get done.
Just because you're good at video games, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like it is a thing. Like there was at
they had
least
a list of what they teach you, like
Yep.
what games.
Yes, I'll pull it up here. The Trine University, which is in Indiana, which one of my cousin got accepted into with, I believe, a full scholarship, by the way.
Yeah.
Is League of Legends, Overwatch, CS:GO, Dota 2, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, Trine Esports, which is I guess they have their own thing, and Rocket League.
Wow.
Of course, Rocket League.
Yeah.
Of course, Rocket League. I love it.
So I was like, I don't. Who brought that up? My brother or Matt?
Yeah, your brother.
Yeah, it was just yesterday. I'm like, you're kidding, right? Sure enough, on trineuniversities.edu, there it is.
That's awesome.
I'm like,
good on them for
cool.
bringing something out that can. Well, you gotta think here. People have a lot of student loan debt, and people are avoiding college now. This might entice people to get a higher education, more that have the esports abilities, capabilities,
it could attract people that maybe wouldn't have.
or that want to get into it.
So, but
Yeah.
they what they're advertising too though is like they have an actual team. Like
Yeah.
Trine Esports. Like it's not like, all right, so you know how you got football and you got soccer for college. Well, now there's esports for college.
Yeah.
What team do you play for? Oh, I play for Trine. What do you do? Video games?
I play Overwatch.
Yeah, I play Overwatch competitively. Like that's a thing that's so like it's really cool.
It's bringing gaming into more of a balanced mainstream living wage career.
Could be.
And I think we're past that. We're past esports.
Yes.
We are. Yes. I mean, unless we play like Uno or Monopoly.
Isn't gonna get a lot of views.
Yeah. But anyways, like we're kind of past that because as we're 30, our reaction time isn't like we were when we were in our 20s.
Right.
And I totally agree with that because I can't play Black Ops 4 for crap on Alex's stream. When she's Twitch streaming, we're playing Black Ops 4. I hate myself most of the time. Sometimes I'm really having a fun time, but I don't dislike it enough to not play with Alex. I enjoy playing Call of Duty.
I wonder how tryouts work.
That's a good question.
So it says here, like on trineuniversity.edu, Trine is recruiting players at all levels of these games. We are especially looking for support and jungle players for League of Legends and top tier players for Overwatch. Trine is looking at adding teams in Rainbow Six Siege, Smash Brothers,
No way.
Fortnite, and
not that good.
PUBG.
I'm not good enough for that.
That would be so cool to watch Smash Brothers, like esports.
Oh yeah, they have tournaments all the time.
They do? Like that would be cool. Like watching Fortnite was actually like, I was like, oh, I don't care about it. And then I watched that first.
You watch Booga win.
I watched it. I was like, this was actually pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. Speaking of Fortnite, Brett, did you hear that? Kinect is officially dead.
Yep.
Epic told Xbox owners to unplug it for Fortnite.
Yep.
Because it's having loading issues. People getting dropped because Kinect is causing their Xbox
Gumming up the
Ones.
works.
Yep, because the Kinect needs a specific amount of RAM to run,
Sure.
even when it's turned off. It has
That's cool.
it can detect it. So they're telling people to unplug it because Fortnite's not working. That means Kinect is truly dead. It's like, just get rid of it. Ours is still sitting there getting dusty on our TV.
Reading this, I want to go back to college.
No, you don't.
So the other thing they just said is they have this titled "More Than Just the Competition." Trine University Esports hosts other events throughout the year. We recently were a Ubisoft launch site for Assassin's Creed Odyssey and host Playing for Pets in the spring, a 24-hour charity stream to raise money for the local humane shelter. You will also have the opportunity to train future esports athletes at summer camps. That just sounds cool.
You don't want to go back to school.
No, I don't. I don't want to pay to go back to school, but I would love to go do I want to have a college kid right now and be like, just go sign up to play video games.
Yep,
Honey.
I'll watch you.
Well, remember, you got to be good.
Well, yeah,
Okay. It doesn't take a lot.
I don't know.
but it says
Maybe it does.
94%
Maybe.
of students receive aid for this. Like, I guess there's just a lot of money going into it.
But they're not going to
scholarships and
let
stuff.
every do it, is my point.
No,
So
they're not. No, they're
It
not.
says $33,000 is the average amount per student issued annually in aid and scholarships.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds cool and lucky for these kids getting into this at this time.
Yeah.
This is a generation too late for us.
I know.
Yep.
And that's really sad. I would have gone into this if it had been available. I would have attempted to anyway.
Yes, this is cool.
But our play would have been Halo probably, or
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Halo, yeah.
because we
I'm
went back to
surprised
Halo
Call
Reach.
of Duty's not on here because that's a very competitive sport that
No,
I've
it's not
known
like
about.
It used to be. Not like it used to be. Modern
Oh.
Warfare might,
Oh,
because
okay.
Modern Warfare is going to have a different.
Gears.
Yeah.
Gears is competitive?
Mhm.
I mean, almost any game is competitive, but I mean, like, an up tier, like.
Oh yeah.
I've known
For sure.
the only ones I've known about that I know have actual competitions, like world competitions. I know Fortnite for sure. I know Pokemon.
Mhm.
There's a world competition for Pokemon. I know there's a World of Warcraft one. I know there's a
StarCraft.
StarCraft one. And
Diablo, I think, is on there.
That was it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's all I knew. I didn't know like there was all these other games that's just like, oh yeah, we do world competitions.
Yeah, you
They have
didn't-
jerseys and stuff that have Rocket League logos and stuff. Like that's cool.
have you never seen any esports competitions
Other
ever?
than Fortnite, no.
I watch
I
Rocket
told
League
you
competitions all the
guys.
time.
TBS, like on a Friday or Saturday night, like around 11, we'll have like a regular show that has
You'll have to-
esports.
I'll have to look into that because we don't. Alex doesn't stream Friday nights anymore,
Yeah.
so we can probably see what that's like. Do you guys want to touch on anything else before we do some plugging and stuff? Well, I guess I got to talk about my Twitch because I had a very
Yeah,
interesting.
well, let's just we can do that and we'll just wrap up.
Yeah. On Wednesday, I did my first Twitch stream.
I
Now-
was trolling.
I know. Okay, this is why I wanted to talk about it. Okay, this is good. This is good. So on Wednesday, I started my first Twitch stream. Which, if you ever want to follow me, it is twitch.tv/Mr. L MISTERL. One word.
Before you say what happened,
Before I go
let
into
me
it.
read the text. that
Because
I got.
Alex forced this upon me. So
I was a troll.
you were, and I don't, and that's
It
great.
was a funny troll.
It was funny.
Okay, it wasn't
It-
mean.
It was to the the fact
And
is
Patrick started it, by the way. He was the one that said it. That Brett's gonna be mad, and I went, "Oh, I'm gonna text Brett."
I was a liar. I was a liar.
So
bit.
here's Alex's text to me. If you can, I need to drop into Josh's chat now. LOL. He lied, and Patrick is like, ooh, Brett's going to be pissed. PC, he's playing RL. I said, what the hell are you
I was
talking
trying-
about?
'cause
What?
I typed it really fast. I typed it really fast while I was in
I
the.
had no idea what the hell she was saying.
Because we were gonna miss like the conversation, and I was like, just
Oh,
get on
great.
Rocket League right now. Like he's
You
playing
mean
Rocket
Twitch.
League,
You mean Twitch?
or get on Twitch right now. He's playing Rocket League, and you're supposed to be mad.
I want to say as to why. So
Because of what I said last week.
the
Yes.
sensor bar. It was the sensor bar was the
Yeah.
issue. I actually needed to go out and buy one, and Wednesday came along, and I was like, I have to do something. And I told people I was gonna get on and stream. I'm a liar for a second thing. I did say I was gonna start on Mixer. Try that out first. Nah.
We
I went
had
to-
everything set up for Twitch.
I went to Twitch,
so-
and I gotta say, I mean, I've had some regulars and people I've never met before, people that don't know anything about me. They come into my stream and talk with me the entire time. I played 2 nights of Rocket League, and then Sunday I did Super Paper Mario, which is my favorite game of all time. So I'm going through that right now. And
I love your voices, by the way.
yeah, I'm making sure that I'm doing
when
my
you narrate.
I narrate everything. Yeah, because Super Paper Mario, there's no dialogue. It's all text and stuff. So yeah, I'm having a great time. Everyone that that's been popping in, thank you very much. Shout out to you guys. You guys are great. You guys are the reason why I keep wanting to do what I do. And
I just can't believe you have regulars already. You've only streamed
I
twice.
woke up Sunday morning at like 8:00 and I was ready to go.
Yeah.
Wow, 8:00.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and he
don't-
only had like 4 hours of sleep, and I was like, you
Not
don't
even.
have to get on that early. He's like, no, I really want to.
I didn't
do it.
even get up at 8:00 on Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
either.
I started my stream at
You
9.
probably got up at 2.
No, actually, he woke me up, and then I watched some of his stream, and then we took a nap after he was done
Mhm.
because I was just tired
Yeah.
from being up all night.
Yeah, so I stream Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's Mr. L, MASTERL on Twitch. I might try Mixer on Wednesday, and that is Mr. MR_L.
Okay.
So that's even easier. That's my Mixer link. So yeah, I haven't. I might tweet out whether or not I'm going to on Wednesday. I don't know. I really enjoy my Twitch chat though, and I enjoy the people that pop up. But I have so many people saying try Mixer. I've had like a handful, and I've had more people say that than Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So
I haven't had anybody say stay with Twitch or.
yeah.
It's
Right.
always been give Mixer a try.
All right. So do you want to do your? You already did your plug of yours, so I think it's time we did our plug it in of all of our stuff.
Yeah.
We good? So all right, thank you guys very much for joining us on our YouTube live and chatting with us. We've had the comments section going. Thank you very much for that. We are no longer doing a precast show, so make sure that if you are interested in seeing our pre-show, that is now going to be on YouTube at 6:15 p.m. Now, the reason why we pushed it 15 minutes more is so there's going to be no setup in between. That's why we did a little bit of a gap in between the precast and the podcast, because there is setup that needed to go. I needed to set up the camera and we had to get the audio set up, and everything is just, it takes time. But if we get it all done right away and we do it on one thing, it's going to be easier for us. It's going to be better for you, so you don't have to go anywhere. Just search us on YouTube, PTO Unlimited. That's all you got to do, PTO Unlimited podcast, and you can watch our pre-show live, which is going to be very similar to the precast. But we're gonna do a little bit more to it. I think we'll see. I think these guys have more ideas than I do on this.
I already I have a vision.
So yeah. So we appreciate you guys for joining us live on our YouTube, and those that are listening to us. Thank you very much for joining us. We are on many different podcast apps. You can find us on there. You can find us on Google. Just search us. We're also, the main ones that we're on is like Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, iTunes. There's another one we just got on. What did I say it was, Alex? You
I've
don't
already
remember?
forgot.
There's
There's so many different podcast platforms now.
There are.
Just what I've told people like at work or like people that ask, "What do you want?" I say Google. Like just Google it, and then whatever you want to listen to us on. The big ones are going to be Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio.
We are on Google Podcasts.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, Google Play Music is now Google Podcasts.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us for that. If you want to follow us on our social media, though, we are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast, and we are on Twitter, which is @PTOUnlimited. If you ever want to follow me on Twitter, I am @Lemke619.
Brett_Wings.
Cute_kitty.
I had a final note. I can't remember what it was.
Huh?
It's depressing.
Oh, we went for a ride.
Your
Oh,
Mustang.
yeah, you did.
And do you want to say what you might be doing?
No.
No?
No?
Okay. You want to
Okay.
keep that?
Yeah, we'll save that.
I
Can we
have
talk
to
about
say,
your ride?
it was enjoyable.
Sure.
It was
So-
enjoyable.
I loved it.
They
Yeah.
came over. They came over. You came over Friday, and I said, I've had it for going on 3 months, and you haven't even seen the inside of it. So let's go for a ride. So, Josh, you rode shotgun. We went down city roads,
Yep.
and then of you switch seats, and we took the highway home. And I got on it kind of hard going up the on ramp and then onto the highway, and we got up to 100, and
That was fun.
it was fun.
Thing is, though, that felt more secure than our other ride that had the
Dude,
same
but I
thing.
gotta say, like,
We did the same exact thing with one of our other friends 10 years prior.
yeah, your back seat is like so comfortable.
It's
Like
yeah.
it's leather, but it's like it's
It hugs
nice.
you. It
Like
hugs
it's
you.
very comfortable.
Yeah.
The back seat in a sports car's, it's not a bench seat. It's technically seats 4,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
you can't sit in the middle.
right.
No.
And those 2 spots are concave to your rear end.
I also
Concave.
like that you can kind of
What are you saying?
customize.
Oh, the dash is called a My Color dash. So
yeah.
you have your speedometer and your tachometer, and I can change the colors of them to whatever I want it's got several options, and I can customize it however I want. I
Yep.
keep it on blue because that's my favorite color.
I just
Mhm.
it looks so cool that you could do that. Like it's just well, why not have a fancy sports car if you can't like
Sure.
zoop it up a little bit with some
Zoop?
color?
Zoop.
Zoop.
You gotta zoop it up. That's that's the new millennial slang for you. Zoop.
Zoop. Hey guys, by the way, just want to say one thing before we go. If you ever want to give us a voicemail or a call, we do have a phone number that you can leave a voicemail from. And if you are from a podcast, make sure that you give your podcast name as well. You just might be featured in our next audio podcast. We do the most recent voicemail to the next podcast. Our phone number is 224-225-5780. That's 224-CALL-PT0. So, yeah. If you ever want to do that, give us a voicemail. We put our voicemails at the end of our audio episode for next week. So,
All right.
time to go, guys.
Let's get out.
Yep. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you next week for 174. Pre-show is at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you join us.
On
Bye,
YouTube.
guys.
YouTube.
On
Bye.
YouTube.